Now the next question is arithmetic mean for group data. Group data is for the two types, discrete group data and continuous group data. Discrete group data is this one because this number is just like a discrete number. Discrete number is will always have jumping points or the countable number. The countable number are discrete number. So each this number has jumping point, 3 jumping point. Some will have one jumping point, some will have two, some will have different jumping points. But discrete number will always have a jumping points, and each jumping point has frequency. So discrete number with frequency is called discrete group data. Now calculate arithmetic mean for discrete group data when x and f is given by using all three methods: direct method, indirect method, and coding method. So first of all, write the first two column as it is, x column the first one, f column the second one, and the rest of column we will calculate according to the formulas. This green column is for direct method, the red column is for indirect method, and this one column is for step deviation method. So the first one is direct method. What is the formula for direct method? The formula for finding direct method when frequency is given is arithmetic mean is equal to summation fx divided by summation f. Now here we will use f with x. The first question was summation x divide n. Now here just replace f above and below because frequency is given now. Now what does it mean? Summation fx. First find f multiply with x. So first find this column. Why we will get this column? Because this column we need for formula f multiply x. So draw the column f multiply x with heading. So what does this mean? F multiply with x. So f multiply with x. 2 times 3 which is 6, 3 times 6 which is 18, 5 times 9 which is 45, 10 times 20, 10 times 12 is 120, 4 times 15 is 60, 1 times 18 is 18. Now add up this one, summation fx. So 267 is summation fx. So 267 is summation fx, and summation f mean total of f. Summation always used for total. Summation f mean total of f, which is 25. So divide by 25, we will get x bar is equal to 10.68. Now indirect method. The formula for finding indirect method is equal to, here I omit f in this question. I omit f. Okay. So first let me to confirm. Now for indirect method, arithmetic mean is equal to a plus summation fd divided by summation f. So first we have to find this column f and d. So for fd, first find d column. D is the deviation, difference. So first find d column. D is equal to x minus a. D is equal to x minus a. So a is assumed value that we will always consider from x. So I can say 9 is a assumed value. You can say anyone is assumed value. So for example, 9 is assumed value here in this question. So a is equal to 9. So x minus 9. X minus 9. What does this mean? Subtract 9 from each number of x. So this is x. 3 minus 9 is minus 6. 6 minus 9 is minus 3. 9 minus 9 is 0. 12 minus 9 is 3. 15 minus 9 is 6. 18 minus 9 is 9. Now this is d. But we have to find further f multiply d. So this d deviation, this column multiply with f. So 2 multiply minus 6 is minus 12. 3 multiply minus 3 is minus 9. 5 multiply 0 is 0. 10 multiply 3 is 30. 4 multiply 6 is 24. 1 multiply 9 is 9. Now this is fd. Now what? We have to find fd total. Summation fd. Summation fd means fd total. Now fd total is 42. So write 42 for summation fd, and summation f which is equal to 25. So here a is equal to 9, summation f d 42, summation f is 25. First divide the two number, then add up with 9, we will get 10.68 is the mean for indirect method. Now coding method. For coding method, first consider the formula, then you will construct the two columns. The formula for coding method is a plus summation fu divide summation f multiply h. So for this formula we have to find u. First find u. U is equal to x minus a over h. So x minus a is d. X minus a always use for d. So we did this one x minus a already. Just divide by h. So this is d. So d divided by 3. H is 3. What does h mean? H is a common difference. Common difference here in d. What is the least common difference? 3. Ignore the negative sign. Here is the difference is 3. 3 is the difference. 3 is the least difference or common difference. So h is 3. Or you can say here each number is a multiple of 3. 3 difference. It is called h common difference. So h is 3. D divide d divide 3. Why d divide 3? Because x minus a is equal to d. So x minus, for x minus a use d, and for h 3. So d column divided by 3. This is the d column. This divided by 3. Minus 6 divided by 3 is minus 2. Minus 3 divided by 3 is minus 1. 0 divided by 3 is 0. 3 divided by 3. Why? Because d divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now this is u. Further we need one more column. Why? Because for formula we need fu. So this u now multiply with f. So minus 2 multiply with 2 is minus 4. Minus 1 multiply with 3 is minus 3. 0 multiply with any number is 0. 1 multiply 10 is 10. 2 multiply 4 is 8. 3 multiply 1 is 3. Now this is fu column. Now add up this. This 14 is the summation u. Summation fu. Summation fu is 14. So write for summation fu 14. Summation f which is 25. A which is 9 and h which is 3. So first divide, then multiply, and at the end add up this answer with 9. We will get 10.68. Keep in mind that arithmetic mean by direct method, indirect method, and coding method will always give us same answer or same result. One question. Calculate arithmetic mean by direct method, indirect method, and strip deviation method for the following data. Now this given data is a group data or continuous group data. Why it is called group data or continuous group data? Because this is the formation of class limits or class boundaries, or you can say class interval. When class interval or class boundaries or class limits are given in the question, then this formation is called continuous group data or just group data. So here is group data is given. The first one was discrete group data, and this is the continuous group data. Discrete group data, for discrete here was the jumping point or discrete or countable number was here in this row, the first row, and the second row was frequency. Although the second row is here also frequency, but the first row is here class limits or class boundaries, or this formation is given. When this formation is given, the class limits formation is given, it is called group data or continuous group data. For this type of question, how to calculate arithmetic mean by direct method, indirect method, and strip deviation method, the calculation is given below. Just now consider the calculation. So the first, direct method. First of all, always write the formula of the method, then you can judge the column. So for the first direct method, formula is x bar is equal to summation fx divided by summation f. Now here in this question we need f multiply x. So f is given in the question, but x is not given here. The first two column, these two column is according to the question. The first column the class marks, are given in the question. The second column frequency. So these two columns are given in the question. So write these two columns as it is. Okay, then now find x. First we have to find x, then we will multiply with f. So first find x, then we can multiply with f. So how to calculate x? X is called midpoint or class mark. Class mark or midpoint is called x. How to calculate x? Just these two class marks, add up these two numbers and divide the answer by 2. 30 plus 39 divided by 2. Here I did 30 plus 39 divided by 2 is 34.5, and 40 plus 49 divided by 2 is 44.5. 50 plus 59 divided by 2 is 54.5. 60 plus 69 divided by 2 is 64.5, so on and so forth. This is the main idea I did for the first question. Now these numbers are called x or midpoint. Now x multiply with f, you will get the second column. This one, the direct method. Direct method formula is f multiply with x. So f multiply with x, we will get the numbers. So 1 multiply 34.5 is this number. 3 multiply with 44.5 is 139.5. 11 multiply 54.5 is this number. 21 multiply with 64.5 is this number. 43 multiply with this is this. So these are the product of f and x. F multiply with x is this column. Now summation fx, this is summation fx. So summation fx divided by summation f. Summation f is this one. So divide the two numbers, we will get mean. Mean is 74. Now for the second part, this one is for direct method. For direct method we need only fx. For indirect method we need these two columns. So what is the formula for indirect method? A plus summation fd divided by summation f. First find d. D is the difference or deviation. X minus a is called d. Here d is equal to x minus a. So how to find a? A is assumed value that we always consider from a. Always consider from a. Any number, the first one or the last one or the middle one. So I did here 64.5 is equal to a. So subtract this a or this number from each x number. So right here x minus 64.5. Now 34.5 minus the 64.5, we will get minus 30. 44.5 minus 64.5 is minus 20. 54.5 minus 64.5 is minus 10. 64.5 minus 64.5 is 0. 74.5 minus 64.5 is 10. 84.5 minus 64.5 is 20. And then this one minus this one is equal to 30. Now these are the value of d. Now further we calculate fd, the other next column. Why fd? Because in this formula we have to multiply f with d. So f multiply with d, this d and f. 1 time minus 30 is 30, minus 20 times 3 is 60, minus 60 minus 10 times 11 is minus 110, 0 times any number is 0, 10 times 43 is 450, 20 multiply 32, you will get this number. 30 multiply 9, we will get this number 270. Now add up this, we will get 1140 is the sum of fd, or summation fd is 1140. Now replace here for summation fd 1140, summation f which is 120, and a which is assumed value which is 64.5. So first divide, then add up the answer together. We will get 74. 74 is our mean. Now step deviation method. For step deviation method, the formula is x bar is equal to a plus summation fu multiply divide summation f multiply h. So first of all we have to find u. So how to find u? U is equal to x minus a divide h. U is equal to x minus a divide h. So here u is equal to x minus a. A we did here, A is 64.5. So x minus A mean x minus 64.5 divided by h. H is the common difference. Common difference here is, this is the difference between the first two number. I did here 40 minus 30 is 10. 10 is the common difference. Look, the common difference between each number, the difference is 10, 10, 10. Or you can say from D. Here is the smallest difference is 10. So each number has 10, 10 difference. It is also called common difference. So H is 10 and x minus 64.5, this x minus 64.5, which is D. So that's why D divide 10, you will get U. So this D divided by 10. So minus 30 divided by 10 is minus 3. Minus 20 divided by 10 is minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10 is minus 1. 0 divided by 10 is 0. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 30 divided by 10 is 3. Now it is U, but we need FU according to the formula summation FU. So this U multiply with F. So 1 time minus 3 is minus 3. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6, minus 1 time 11 is minus 11, 0 time any number is 0, 1 time 43 is 43, 2 times 32 is 64, 3 times 9 is 27. Now add up these, the sum of FU. So summation FU is 114. So right here for summation FU 114, summation F which is 120, H which is the common difference. The common difference is 10, 10, which is mentioned here. 10, 10 is common difference, and A is assumed value, which is 64.5. So first multiply and divide, then you add up the answer with 64.5. We will get mean 74. So the mean is 74 in direct method, and mean is 74 in indirect method, and it is also 74 in step deviation method. So the answer of arithmetic mean is same for all three methods, which is true. If the answer of all three methods is same, it means our calculation is true.